thatmovieguyUK.
As some of you may know, I do enjoy a good subgenre of a subgenre, and a psychosexual thriller of the 1970s giallo throwback type is the kind of movies that I enjoy. Peter Strickland is one of those people. But also now, Nicolas Pesce with his latest film, Piercing. Yes, Piercing. Out in UK cinemas on Sunday at the Prince Charles Cinema, and then it will be out later on the 22nd of February in a few other cinemas. Not getting a big distribution film because, not everybody's going to go and see this film. We kind of know that. But we need to talk about it because it's important to spread the art of cinema across the world and to more viewers. And that's what we're going to do. With this film, I was very intrigued from the get-go. I thought the trailer was very interesting, and then once I found out that it's based off the Haruo Murakami's book of the same title, Piercing, which also Takashi Miike's film Audition is based on. Yes, if you don't know what Audition is, maybe you should check it out. A certain scene at the end, you're gonna love it. And I thought, okay, very different take on the Takashi Miike original, but obviously I've heard a lot of stories that this follows more of the actual story from Murakami, and I was like, okay, let's do this. Piercing is the story of Reed, played by Christopher Abbott. He is, well, a killer, and he has a meticulous way of killing people. He particularly thinks that killing prostitutes of the English-speaking variety are the best way forward for him. While away on business from his wife and young child, he calls Jackie, a BDSM, S&M prostitute, played by Wasikowska, and, well, he plans to kill her. Once they meet up in this hotel, shit goes down, and I ain't telling you anymore, because there's no point. Piercing is grotesque, strange, and transgressive, and I loved it. It is one of these films that you question every element of what is going on. You are on the edge of your seat with what is going on. It is completely and utterly jaw-dropping. The makeup used in this film for all of the wounds are utterly disgusting, and I don't normally get squeamish with these kind of things, but I was even churning a bit, and that is very rare for me. Nicolas Pesce really has created a love letter to giallo with Piercing. From the opening title sequence to the miniatures to the attitude of the film, the ambience of the film, the vision, everything, it just engrosses giallo, and you feel like he pays homage to Dario Argento. You feel like it's a Cronenberg film. You feel like it's a David Lynch film. You feel like Peter Strickland even is a part of this. It just embodies giallo, and that is what I utterly adored about this film. It is a very daring film in many ways. It's a very challenging horror that not everybody is going to get, but at the same time, it really deserves everybody's attention. It's a continuous thriller that changes. We go from a cat and mouse situation to a mouse chasing a cat. We are questioning really who is in control, who has the power between the two characters, and we are just going from segment to segment thinking. And your thought processes through the film will always change because you don't really know what the end goal of this film is, and you don't necessarily know where this film is going to lead. Especially when Jackie arrives in the hotel and a certain moment happens where she basically loses her mind. And I didn't see this coming. I thought it was going to be a lot more straightforward. But obviously, if you see an audition, you kind of know that something is going to happen. Nicolas Pesce, I believe, from his opening scene, which I don't really want to divulge because it kind of ruins the ambience for you. But once that image is seen by the audience, either you accept it or you will sink and this film will devour you and you will hate it. He really is challenging you to accept the mindset of Reed. And once you know what Reed's intentions are, you really do go down this labyrinth that Piercing takes you through. And talking about Reed, played by Christopher Abbott, I thought he was really good in the aspect that he just looks so innocent. You don't really feel like he has these kind of intentions of murder and killing and even sexual gratification, which I believe that he gets from these killings. I think that he really played the character very well. In some ways, I feel like it was very Travis Bickle-y, Lou Reed kind of feelings. With Maya Wasikowska as Jackie, you even see even more of a complex character. And she's even said herself that this was a character that she was very excited to play. It is a very layered character, which you don't really have a backstory to her, you just have to presume what has happened, and you can clearly see the damage of what has happened in her life and how she just treats everything. Even in her house, well, apartment, sorry, which feels like the apartment from Blue Velvet, I must say. She doesn't care for a glamorous life. She just wants a nice house with nice things and just lead a very normal life, no partying or anything like that. But her past really is in the back of her head, and Reed really does trigger what has actually happened to her, and you just want to know more. From its dreamlike sequences to its realistic gore to its mind-boggling labyrinth of questions, Piercing is a very challenging film and very stimulating to watch. Like I said, it's only 80 odd minutes. It's not going to take too much of your time, and honestly, I think that Piercing is one of the better films I have seen in 2019 so far, even though there's not been many out. But I must say it is going to have a very lasting impression, and I'm very glad I bought the Blu-ray. Like I said, the film is out on the 22nd of February, and if you have a way to watch it, I would highly recommend and implore you to do so. I have so much more to think about this film, and obviously let me know if you've seen Piercing already. I know it's been out in various countries already, but finally it's out in the UK, and just drop anything in the comments. Like I said, all my social media is below, and I will continue to try and push more content out while I'm busy still with teaching and education and everything else. But anyway, guys, watch Piercing. It is a very, very interesting film. Please watch it. And as you know we say on this channel, diolch, danke, obrigado, merci beaucoup, arigato, dankeschön, bitteschön, all the shits. Obviously, never change. Watch Piercing, please. Thanks.